Okay, let him in. Now just do what I told you, dummy.
Tell us about your background, Mrs. Hart.
I was brought up in a convent, and I nearly became a nun. And that's the thought that crossed my mind when we both reached for the gun.
A convent girl, and they both reached for it, you see? Self-defense. What about Fred Casely, Mrs. Hart?
Well, I saw him coming toward me. I was much too afraid to run, and an awful look was in his eyes when we both reached for the gun.
She had to protect herself.
Oh, yes, we both reached for the gun. Oh, yes, we both reached for the gun. And he yelled his war, which made no sense, so I had to act in my defense. We both reached for the gun.
You were brought up in a convent, but where were you born?
I was born in Mississippi. I'm a Mississippi belle, but my parents died when I was 10. This is awful hard to tell.
Cry. Good.
I became a homeless orphan with my fortune swept away, so they shipped me to the sisters on a cold November day. Jesus, what the hell is that? Shut up. Hired nuns.
It was lovely in the convent. It was like a world apart. Won't you tell us, please, which convent?
The name. The Convent of the Sacred Heart. Oh, yes, the Convent of Sacred Heart. It was the Convent of the Sacred Heart. And my knees were always black and blue from the genuflecting that you do at the Convent of Sacred Heart. Listen, it's a snap. I can do this alone. I wouldn't try that if I were you. Ah, come on. Go ahead, kids. Fire away.
Why did you leave the convent and come to Chicago, Mrs. Hart?
Oh, the mad whirl of the city, oh, the glitter and the light. And Amos swept me off my feet and we ran away one night.
Oh, a runaway marriage. It's all so understandable.
You bet your ass.
Roxy!
I said, let it pass.
To what do you attribute your downfall, Mrs. Hart?
What do you blame it on? Oh, to what do I attribute my downfall? Oh, the Charleston and Black Bottom and the shimmy are to blame, 'cause I heard the moan of the saxophone like a moth drawn to the flame. She was a moth drawn to the flame. I was a moth drawn to the flame. 'Cause the rhythm of that sinful beat attracts the ladies' dancing feet like a moth drawn to the flame.
What's life like for you here in jail, Mrs.
Dude,
Hart?
it's terrible. Terrible. I can barely get the food down, so I rarely touch a bite. And I try to sleep, but I can't sleep, so I toss the floor each night.
How much can a woman pay? Just how much? What advice do you have for young girls today, Mrs. Hart?
Oh, well, here's what I would say. Stay away from jazz and liquor. In the end, they ain't no fun. And you know, that's the thought that crossed my mind when we both reached for the gun. Oh, yes, we both reached for the gun. Oh, when we both reached for the gun. And a sick despair is all I feel. I'm a butterfly crushed on the wheel, and I give my life to bring him back. But I guess that choo-choo jumped the track.
When?
When we both